Alleluia, 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 The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus said to his disciples, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father in heaven. Everyone who listens to these words of mine and acts on them will be like a wise man who built his house on rock. The rain fell, the floods came, and the winds blew and buffeted the house, but it did not collapse. It had been set solidly on rock. And everyone who listens to these words of mine but does not act on them will be like a fool who built his house on sand. The rain fell, the floods came, and the winds blew and buffeted the house, and it collapsed and was completely ruined." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Today is the Feast of St. Ambrose, and St. Ambrose is famous for a number of reasons. He is often credited as the person who basically invented the antiphonal singing. So basically, what we do when we have Mass with the responsorial psalm, it's like an antiphon, and how we have the entrance antiphon at Mass, this idea of the congregation repeating a refrain while everybody else sings, or while the leader sings the verses, right? This is called antiphonal singing. St. Ambrose is considered basically the inventor of that. St. Ambrose is also known because he converted St. Augustine, right? The greatest theologian of the early church. Right? St. Ambrose was the man who basically convinced him to become a Christian. But most of all, I think the most important contribution and invention that St. Ambrose has given to the church is silent reading. Silent reading. I'm kind of joking here, but that is actually something he is known for as well. St. Augustine talks about in his Confessions about he was amazed by St. Ambrose's teaching and his rhetoric, but he also, one of the things that stood out to him is that St. Ambrose had this ability to have a book and to be reading it silently. Apparently in the days of St. Augustine, everybody had to read aloud the books that they were reading. Right? So obviously, we've come a long way since then. St. Ambrose, one of the reasons I love him is because of really two reasons. St. Ambrose was one of the early church fathers who really emphasized the fact that the church is like the ark. It's like the ark of God. It's like a ship that we are all on. Growing up in Zionsville at St. Alphonsus Church, our church is actually built in the shape of the ark, basically to symbolize this, that the church is a refuge from the waves the world. That the church, when you become baptized and a member of the church, you are a member of this remnant community, this new creation, just like in the days of Noah. I think that's a very beautiful image that St. Ambrose talked about often. The other reason I really like St. Ambrose is because of his vocation story. St. Ambrose, basically, when he became a Christian, he was not raised as a Christian, but in his adult life, he became a Christian. And basically, after he was baptized, the people already wanted him to become the bishop of their city. And of course, he did not want to do this. This actually was not that uncommon in the early church. The same thing happened with St. Augustine. St. Augustine used to make a habit of avoiding any cities that had a vacancy in the episcopacy because he was afraid of people forcing him to become the bishop. But this happened with St. Ambrose. And St. Ambrose succumbed to the people's wishes, and he was ordained to the priesthood and to the episcopacy, and became one of the most influential bishops in the early church. He was really at the beginning of the stage where Christianity was starting to dominate the civilization. For the first 300 years of Christianity, Christians were a minority of sorts, and they were often persecuted. And in 313, when Constantine legalized Christianity, Right, over the course of about the next 100 years, Christianity really became the dominant religion of the empire. And so St. Ambrose was one of the first bishops to really exemplify that, and basically to assert the authority of the church over the state. That the state could not be pressuring the church. But again, what I love about him is this vocation story. The fact that the people clamored for him to be a bishop, and in the people's clamors, he heard the voice of God. Discernment is not so much about us sitting in a church asking God what he wants us to do. It's about listening to the people who lead us. A priest in seminary used to say that the essence of discernment is, who is God calling me to love? Who is God calling me to take care of? That is the essence of discernment. When young men come to me and they talk about discerning the priesthood, right? And they say, well, I want this or that thing, right? And not really sure how to deal with my vocation. And I just kind of stop and say, what? Where are you most needed? That is the essence of discernment. Where is God calling you to lead and to love and to shepherd? That is the essence of discernment. And that comes with vocation, but it also comes with each of us on a daily basis. All of us should be asking God in prayer each day, Lord, who are you calling me to take care of today? Who needs me? Who have you given me to love? Who are the people you are placing in my path? It's a daily discernment. And I think St. Ambrose is a great example of somebody who was docile and open to those beckonings of God spoken through the people.